Hi guys, my name is Davis and welcome back to my channel. And today is a very exciting day because Palm have sent me the brand new Palm Buds Pro. And not only are we going to unbox the first new Palm device in years, but we are also going to give them a try and compare them to its main competitor in the form of the AirPods Pro. And we are also going to compare them to something that's similarly priced as in the AirPods 2. But before we get to all of that, a lot of you guys might know that I am just a little bit obsessed with Palm, so I might be just a tad biased here. So my first phone was the Trio Pro, and since then I've gone through a few more of them, including the Pre Plus, the Pre 2, Pre 3, Pixie Plus, and even the Veer. I've been so obsessed with Palm that I even appeared on TV to guide people on the benefits of having WebOS on their TVs, however distant that is from the Palm that I knew and loved. You can imagine how ecstatic I was when the Palm name was revived just a few short years ago, and but until now their only product has been this little companion phone that came out in 2018. And while I did like the idea of it, and its design has really dated quite well if you ask me, I feel that the battery life definitely could have been a little bit better, and honestly I did have a little bit of trouble trying to fit it into my daily routine, as I've already got a companion phone in the form of my Apple Watch, so I really didn't need another. These new Palm Buds though, I think that the use case is definitely a little more obvious, but are they any good? Well, that's what we are going to find out today. But before we do, if you enjoy my tech videos and want to see more from me, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe if you haven't done so yet. If you really can't get enough of me, I also post regularly on YouTube Shorts and TikTok. Okay, to get a little bit of background behind this unusual change in direction from Palm, let's have a little look at the press release that I've got here, and let's see what they are promising. Firstly, despite the original Palm having their heritage in PDAs and smartphones, this new Palm is a little bit different, as the founders, Denis Milosevsky and Howard Nook, have a background in audio and were involved in the design of the Samsung Icon X and also the Galaxy Buds, so that is quite interesting. So it seems to me that with this background, the creation of earbuds perhaps isn't the most unexpected thing in the world. And adding into the narrative, they also claim that they've been developing these earbuds for over a year, which I suppose might be a long time for earphones, but I'm not exactly sure. But was it a year well spent? We'll find out today. Let's open up the box. And first impressions are certainly pretty good. The box well looks very different from Palm boxes of old. Just look at how pretty and minimalist these old Palm boxes were. Very funky as well. The new one's slightly less funky, but feels just as premium. On the front, we can see that there is the new Palm logo that I'm still getting used to, honestly. It reads like Plam to some people, but I'm not sure who actually reads top to bottom. They're weird if you ask me, but whatever. Also on the front is an image of the earbuds themselves, and they do look a lot like fairly normal earbuds. Pleasant, but nothing too remarkable there. But what is quite remarkable, at this price point at least, is a claim of both active noise cancellation and also ambient mode. So these are two features that have been mostly limited to more expensive earphones in the past, like this AirPods Pro over here. And so what you are getting essentially here is the features of the AirPods Pro for the price of the AirPods 2. So I am definitely very excited to try these two features out to see if they can compete at all. On the side it lists a few more features, and what's most interesting here is the claim that there are 6 microphones, which is a lot. This is 2 more than what the AirPods Pro have, and additional microphones can both help with the noise cancellation and ambient modes, and also microphone quality for calls. So we'll see if these are actually better than the AirPods, which are widely known as the best in the business right now. And finally, it also claims up to 24 hours of battery life with the included case, which is quite similar to the AirPods. With noise cancelling on, they claim 4.5 hours, and with them off, it claims 5.5. So you get around 3 or so charges in the case, which is a pretty good amount if you ask me. And on the back, there are some more very unexciting specifications, but a nice little pretty picture of the case as well. So that's very fun. Oh yes, down here, it also claims that it's got 10mm drivers. This is something that they seem to be very proud of in the advertising material, but 10mm drivers really are not that impressive. The AirPods Pro have 13mm drivers, and again, it's not really about the size. It's just a a spec that they've decided to choose. And let's open it up. And ooh, there is a very exciting magnetic latch on the side. That is very cool. I did not expect that. And it opens up to reveal. Okay, so this just comes out. This is the start. I've got the quick start guide. It's in a lovely material here. It's all black, and it tells us all of the lovely features and how to use it. I'm sure we'll refer to this a little bit later. Okay, on the lid it says, "Feel the moment." I'm sure this is reference to one of my favorite songs of all time, Feeder's "Feeling a Moment" from 2006. I'm sure it isn't, but I'd like to think that. So here are the earbuds themselves. We'll get to that a little bit later. And underneath that is a box with some fun accessories, I am sure. And firstly, we have additional ear tips, I'm going to assume. So they are in this little plastic bag here. I like how it's a black bag. It's very creative. Do we really want to see these? I have no idea. But here they are. So I'm going to assume that these are the large and the small sizes. I'll be interested to know what size you are, so comment what size you are in the comments. And let's open the ear. Oh no, I didn't see. There is a USB cable. I think it's a USB-C, yes it is. And on the other side it's USB-A, and it appears to be very short. I probably would have preferred a USB-C to USB-C, but you know, whatever, this is fine. And here are the earbuds themselves. Let me just remove the packaging. Oh my God, I'm not sure how to do that, but I'm sure this is not the way. There we go. And then we've got Plam. No, it's Palm. Okay, here are the earbuds themselves. And can I just say that these are way more compact than I had imagined. For some reason in my mind, I thought that they were similar to the Powerbeats Pro in size, which is a little bit embarrassing because let me do the reveal. Look how big the Powerbeats are. I mean, I've been using these at the gym for the past couple of years, and they're really good, but I just cannot fathom who thought having an earphone case that's this big, and look at how fat it is. How did anyone think that this was a good idea? It is absolutely ridiculous. Luckily, the Palm's a lot smaller. And although these are both matte black actually, the Palm is a slightly more matte. Unless if the surface of the Beats have worn away over the past couple of years, I'm not sure. But I think the Palm does feel a little bit nicer. A bit more like a Nokia Lumia polycarbonate material, which is lovely. Okay, let's just go over the hardware of the case, which is the most fun bit obviously. We've got the little LED light here, which can flash, I think, both red and white. I'll have to make sure about that later. And then we've got Palm underneath here. It's sort of like black on black. It's very difficult to read, but I'm sure they have their reasons. On the bottom, there is the USB-C port. Let me check if it's USB-C. I've just got my Rust Charge here with the USB-C port. Let's see if it can charge it. No, that's lightning. That's for my Beats. Oh, that's micro USB. Luckily, we don't have to use that. And this is USB-C. Let's see if it charges. And yes, confirmed. It charges and it's got a white light. Okay, there we go. That is solved. And let's have a look at it compared to the AirPods. So these are the AirPods Pro. Look at that. So it's a little bit thicker, but it's considerably smaller in footprint. That's very interesting. And compare it with the AirPods 2. Okay, so it's a little bit more similar in size to the AirPods 2. It's a little bit thicker, but the footprint is very similar. So there we go. Let's have a look at the actual earbuds of the Palm Buds Pro. 3, 2, 1. Okay, first of all, the hinge. It's a plastic hinge and not a metal hinge like AirPods. Let me just get some AirPods. So as we can see on the AirPods, it's a metal hinge and it just feels very nice and snappy. I love doing that. The Palm doesn't feel quite as satisfying, but honestly, this is just 99 US. They had to cut costs somewhere, and this is where I would personally cut the costs. Okay, so once we open it up, we can see that the earbuds are nestled in here. They are very cute. Look at that. And I'm not sure if there's anything to see underneath there because there really isn't, but these are the earbuds, and let me tell you that these are indeed very black, and these are again smaller than I had imagined. Let's do some comparisons, shall we? Firstly, against its black brethren, that sounded like a really problematic thing to say. So these are the Powerbeats. These do not have noise cancelling or anything, and these Palm Buds are considerably smaller, but the actual ear canal, the headphone bit is a little bit bigger. Maybe that is to fit a bigger driver. I'm not sure how big the drivers on the Beats are, but maybe it needs that to hold the 10 millimeters of driveriness. Okay, let's compare it to the AirPods Pro now. So as we can see, these feel quite similar. I would say that the AirPods, they feel a little bit more solid. It's more of a unibody construction. We can see that the palm's made of several different pieces, but it still feels very good quality. And I feel that the palms are actually a little bit lighter. So that feels really light. And the AirPods, it feels a little bit heavier. I'm not sure if this affects long-term comfort or whatever, but it's just a bit of an observation. Okay, so to control the AirPods, as we know, you squeeze on the little stalk here. It sort of feels the pressure. The palm, on the other hand, it's got some sort of a touch pad. So you tap and hold and stuff to control it. We'll get to that later. So the AirPods, just put them in my ears. They're pretty comfortable. They feel great. Let's feel the Palm Buds now. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so these feel a lot lighter in my ears, which is good, I think, for most people. And I think that these are slightly too big for me. Let me try the smaller size. Luckily that these are adjustable, unlike the original AirPods. So let's try the smaller one. Okay, this definitely feels more my size. So if you guys want to know my ear tip size, it is small. Also, on another note, I've seen a lot of people complain online that these are difficult to take out from the case, but I haven't really found that to be the case. These feel really easy. I'm just not sure if they are used to this design. The AirPods definitely are not the easiest thing in the world either. But yeah, if you see people complaining of that online, don't worry about it at all. So now let's try connecting it to my phone and see how easy that is. Because obviously on the AirPods, one of the best features is the integrated chip inside, where basically if you just open the lid, it will automatically connect to your phone. With the Palm, I understand that all you have to do to turn it on essentially is just open the lid like that, and then it flashes. That's how you know it's on. And then you go into your Bluetooth, and then hopefully it will show in my other devices and will connect to it. Okay, so I just connected it via Bluetooth to my phone. It just connected pretty easily. And now let's give it a little bit of a listen, shall we? So I'm just gonna pop these in my ears. And oh my God, this American woman is speaking to me. I'm quite used to some other devices, like I've got a dodgy Bluetooth in my car. It speaks to me in a Chinese accent. It's quite weird being spoken to by an American, but I guess that's good. Better American than Chinese, right? Okay, so now that they're in my ear, let's just have a quick listen to some of my favorite songs. Who is my favorite musical artist, I wonder? Do you want to guess? His name is Kevin. Kevin who though? It's Kevin MacLeod. And my favorite album of his is called Royalty Free. So let's have a listen to that. I love Hackbeat. Let's just give it a listen. And these actually sound really good. I'm quite shocked. For the price, again, we've got to remember that it sort of competes on price against the AirPods too. And these definitely don't sound nearly as good. Let me just stop it. So yeah, so it's a tap to start and pause. But what I'm really interested to hear is how well the ambient mode and the noise cancelling work. So let's do my world famous white noise test. I'm just going to find some white noise on YouTube. I hope it's royalty free, gosh. Okay, so I've got some white noise happening, and I'm just gonna put on my noise cancelling. I just hold down on the right one. Okay, so it's definitely cancelling a fair bit. I've got to say, it's very easy to turn on and off. You just hold and press on your right here. I'm gonna turn it on again. So it's definitely doing something. I wouldn't say it's as strong as the AirPods Pro, but again, it's much more affordable. It's much better than having nothing at all. So now I'm going to try out ambient mode. Ambient mode basically is like transparency mode on the AirPods Pro. How you activate it is just by holding and pressing on the left ear. Okay, now basically I'm hearing everything around me. I wouldn't say that it sounds quite as natural as the AirPods, but it works at a pinch. So basically I would say that the sound quality is sort of much closer to the AirPods Pro than it is to the original AirPods / AirPods 2. I would say that it doesn't quite have the bass of the AirPods Pro, but it does have a somewhat more balanced sound. I personally am a big fan of bass with headphones, so I naturally veer towards the AirPods. But if you're not like me, the Palms will work fantastically for you. And so the other thing that I really wanted to try was the microphone quality. So Palm seem to be very proud of the fact that they've got crystal clear calls with their 6 microphone array, and as opposed to Apple with only 4 with the AirPods Pro. So I'm just going to do a quick recording with the AirPods and then with the Palm and see which one's better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, these are the Palm Buds Pro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, these are the AirPods Pro. Okay, so now that both of them are recorded, let's have a listen and see which one's better. Let's begin with the Palm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, these are the Palm Buds Pro. Okay, so while these don't sound fantastic, these still sound pretty good for a pair of earbuds. Let's hear the Apples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, these are the AirPods Pro. And I think they are actually remarkably similar, but I think that the AirPods just nudge the Palm. So it doesn't mean that the more mics you have, the better the sound quality. But even so, these are pretty similar. And so that was our first look at the Palm Buds Pro. Overall, a fairly decent first attempt at wireless earphones at a really good price. Well, what we actually want is probably a new phone from Palm, one that's a little bit better than this one perhaps. I think that the launch of the Palm Buds is probably the next best thing, and at $99 USD at the pre-order price, I think it's a great affordable way to show our support to Palm, and hopefully they can release more products that we want in the future. Would I buy these over the AirPods Pro? I think maybe if I was on a budget, but the AirPods are definitely a superior system. Compared to the AirPods 2 on the other hand, I would definitely get the Palm Buds, as these are much better in sound quality, and you get a lot more features like ambient mode and noise cancellation as well. And once again, thanks Palm for sending me these. I'm also very thankful to everyone on TikTok and YouTube who have followed me over the past few months, who have allowed videos like this to happen. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. And ask me any questions in the comments if you want to know anything about the Palm Buds. And on that note, toodaloo.